Today I'm playing around kind of repairing some hatchets that had gotten kind of loose, and I found this hatchet head, and it's a roofing hatchet head, but it's small. It's small compared to this other one I have, and it didn't have a handle, and I put it on this handle, which is really oversized for it, but I really like the feel of it. It's got a real, light head because of its size, and it just is just really easy to handle. So it got me to thinking I would like a war tomahawk. And I know I can go to buy one at Cold Steel or somewhere like that, and that's a lot easier, but I just like the experience of making things, even if I only do them one time. So what I think I'm going to do is I had just kind of pounded this in just to see if it was going to work. I still have a lot of shaving to do to this handle to get it where I want it. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take this head back off this handle, and I'm going to work on this handle, because eventually I want the handle to stick out probably that much. A war tomahawk should have, it's great that it has this hammer end, but you want something over here to be able to hit with too. And also, I think I want to cut away some material to make is that concave? A concave curve? Is that correct? So I want to curve that. I want to take out the nail puller and curve this down. Now, will I curve the edge? I don't know yet. I may leave it like that. I don't know how hard that is to do. I don't know. I just don't know yet. But I'm going to pull that head off and work on it, and I'm also going to work on this handle, and I'm going to make a war tomahawk. So I have a pencil line drawn approximately where I want to shave or cut off that part. Bertie approves. And I'm going to use the grinder to start that process, and then I'll probably move over to the wheel to get that material out. And of course, I've got a bucket of water here, which the good Lord provided yesterday with 3 inches of rain, to intermittently, you want to eat that? Intermittently keep it cool. Seriously, I was kidding. You don't want to eat that. So let's do that now. Okay, that's some thick metal, which goes against the whole idea of a tomahawk. A tomahawk is really supposed to be fairly thin, but I'm making this out of a roofing hatchet, so it is what it is. Anyway, I'm about halfway there, a little more. It's going to be rough, but once I put an edge on this part, which I'm now going to do, I think it'll be okay. So we've left the grinder behind now. It's just getting too fine of a work for the grinder. So going to the tried and true hacksaw, put a new blade in it, and it's slow, tedious work, but we're slowly getting through that last piece of meat there. I really couldn't get much done with the hacksaw, and I don't have much more to do before I go to the stand grinder or sharpener. So I've moved over to this Dremel tool, and I'm going to try to do this last little bit and get this piece off so that I can go over there and start shaping that thing. All right, so I've been working on both the handle and the head. I know it's hard to believe with all this crap. I got 15 projects going on. So I'm getting very happy with that head. Of course, I'm very easy to please. Do I have a sharp edge anywhere yet? No. So I got to keep working on that, but I'm getting pretty happy with it. The shape is there, and now it's just a matter of sharpening up those edges and making it look better. I've done some burring up. I just got to knuckle down and do the work. On the, what was that? I don't know what that was. On the handle, this is very unscientific, but what I do is I put it on the head and I beat it in, and where it stops I pull it off and start sanding. And I'm also sanding the whole thing down just a tiny bit. I really like the way it feels. I don't feel like it needs to get a lot smaller or skinnier, but I'm just going to take off all that whatever coating was on it, and then I guess when I'm done, what are you supposed to put on? Linseed oil? I I'm a novice. I'm an amateur. I don't know. But anyway, I'll show you what it's looking like. All right, so that's what it's looking like, and I'm really happy with it. So the plan is to get it all the way down till there's about that much head sticking out, and then I'm going to take this guy and I'm going to pound it in to the wedge slot, and hopefully that's going to make not only a really nice tight head, but it's going to give me a what would you call it, a tactical hard point for lack of better words. I'd like it to be about that far out so that you have a punching ability going that direction. All right, so that's where we are. Okay, well, we got just about where we want to be. I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, it's it's just a redneck, and of course Birdie's got to get involved. It's just a redneck tomahawk, but I think I'm ready to take this piece and try to drive it in there and see if I can do it without just destroying everything. And I may destroy everything because I don't know what I'm doing. But anyway, we're getting really close here. All right, so what I spared you was pounding this on, taking it off, sanding, pounding it on, taking it off, sanding until I got to this place. And the top of the handle showed some splitting, but that didn't stop me. I didn't want to go any farther because I was real happy with that size. So I went ahead and pounded the what do you call these things? The wedge. Pounded the wedge in, sawed it off. It's nice and tight. Now, if I wanted to be really true to the trading post hatchets or tomahawks, I would drill a hole right there. So they sold these things just the head because you can make your own handle, and there would be a little hole there that you could put in a little nail. But I used the wedge instead, and I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, it's a kind of a white trash tomahawk, but now if you're waiting around to see me throw it, I'm not going to do that. You know, there's no evidence that Indians threw tomahawks. I mean, this was a melee weapon. This was a weapon for getting in close, this and the knife. It extended your reach a little bit, gave you some weight at the end of your hand for swinging, but to throw your tomahawk probably was an act of desperation in combat. So nope, it's not a throwing tomahawk. This is a melee weapon. I might keep my eye out for a better handle. That's the neat thing about this is you can always put it on a different handle, but I'm happy with that for right now. And I got to keep on sharpening. I'm pretty happy with where it's going, where the edge is headed. It was made for grabbing and chopping and hitting and poking and all that kind of stuff. So I'm pretty happy with where it is, and I really like the lightness of it. It's a very light weapon. And I may look at trying to build some sort of case for it, some sort of little sheath, or maybe I'll get some of that what are they making sheaths out of? Kydex. Maybe I'll order some Kydex and ruin my wife's oven. Don't know. Anyway, that is my I'll say 4 hours into this tops, off and on. That is my 4-hour tomahawk made from a roofing hatchet. Hey, thanks for watching.